Apple's iOS 27 is finally here, and it is a massive overhaul to the way your iPhone operates on the inside. But before you clear storage and hit download, you need to know that Apple is shipping two completely different software updates under that exact same iOS 27 banner. For anyone holding an iPhone 11 through the base model 15, you receive a heavy under-the-hood optimization patch. Think of it like Apple's old Snow Leopard update for Mac, pure foundational performance aimed at speed and stability. Then there is the Siri AI tier. This is the heavily marketed Gemini-powered ambient assistant layer, and it is strictly reserved for the iPhone 15 Pro and newer. And if you live in the European Union, even the newest hardware won't help you on day one. Thanks to Digital Markets Act compliance, those AI features are completely blocked at launch. You are looking at a hard decision. You have to identify exactly which version of this update your device actually gets, and figure out if the friction-saving automation of AI is worth buying a brand new phone. Your specific hardware and geographic location dictate whether this update breathes new life into the phone you already own, or pushes you into an expensive hardware upgrade. To figure out where you stand, let's look at the roster. Apple hasn't dropped a single device from last year. Every iPhone that runs iOS 26 will run iOS 27. Compatibility splits into two tiers: base iOS 27, left for iPhone 11 through 15, and the Siri AI tier, right, for 15 Pro and newer. This strict split comes down to silicon. Running ambient AI requires the massive processing power found exclusively in Pro-tier chips. Notice that asterisk. Even with the required Pro silicon, users in Europe are locked out of the AI tier at launch to comply with regional regulations. This hardware fragmentation means your entire return on investment for downloading iOS 27 is determined by the specific processor currently sitting in your pocket. If you fall into the base tier, you're still getting a highly valuable update. Apple rebuilt the operating system's underlying engine to maximize raw efficiency. This chart maps upgrades by impact and visibility. Here, new CPU scheduling makes app launches 30% faster and photos load 70% faster. Moving to high visibility, spatial reframing lets you completely adjust a camera's perspective after a shot is taken. Because the system is managing tasks more efficiently in the background, you'll naturally experience longer battery life and a noticeable reduction in device overheating during intensive tasks. Apple also added a system-wide opacity slider. This fixes outdoor readability complaints, letting you adjust the translucent liquid glass menus so they're actually visible in bright sunlight. For families, device management gets a strict overhaul. A new Ask to Browse system requires kids to request access for blocked websites, letting parents approve or deny the request remotely. It also introduces mandatory child accounts for users under 13. It takes more effort initially, but enforces rigid boundaries and better security. You get faster speeds, better battery life, and sharper controls. Even without a single AI feature, the base update extends the lifespan of older hardware, making it a mandatory installation. For Pro-tier users, the upgrade focuses squarely on workflow automation. Siri is now a standalone app featuring a completely rebuilt, persistent, screen-aware assistant. This flowchart compares the old workflow against the new. Previously, adding flight details meant manually copying data, switching apps, and pasting. Now, Siri reads your live screen. Just ask it to add the flight, and it instantly resolves the task. Powered by the Gemini model, it handles multi-step requests concurrently. Ask it to check the weather, review your calendar, and text your boss, all in one sentence, without clunky, separate interactions. This works because of deep cross-app awareness. Native tools like Calendar, Messages, and Mail now seamlessly share contextual data behind the scenes. That integration powers new features like call context. Relevant past emails and text messages automatically surface on your screen the moment a contact calls you, equipping you before you even pick up. Executing complex queries like this requires off-device processing. Apple handles this privacy trade-off with private cloud compute, processing your data securely without allowing their engineers to see it or train models on it. Siri AI transforms the iPhone from a manual tool you tap and swipe into an automated assistant you command and delegate to, provided you pay the hardware toll to access it. Deciding to upgrade is only half the battle. You still have to navigate Apple's staggered rollout schedule based on your specific risk tolerance. This decision tree asks one question: is this your primary device? If no, use the beta path for early access, but expect battery drain and crashes. If yes, wait for the September 15th public release to avoid the friction of beta testing. Before you hit download on your installation date, complete this 4-step safety protocol. Pay strict attention to the 5 GB free storage requirement. Attempting to install with a full drive will cause the update to fail and can potentially soft lock your phone entirely. The iCloud backup is equally critical. If you encounter a catastrophic bug and need to roll back to iOS 26, you cannot do it without a clean, pre-existing save file. You have a clear choice. Take the free performance bump to save money and speed up your old phone, or buy a new device to gain the massive time-saving automation of Siri AI. iOS 27 is an incredibly powerful optimization patch. Its true value to you is determined entirely by whether you choose to optimize your wallet or your daily workflow.